Do you want to increase your sales and profits by double digits this year? Dick Ollek and his staff at Consultants in Cleaning, LLC can provide both telephone and on-site assistance to help you do just that. There are no long-term agreements required from this industry pro with nearly 50 years of making it happen. Dick and his team have a proven track record and stand ready to help you. Visit their website at www.consultantsincleaning.com or give them a call at 573-873-9500. Welcome to Tripodcast, episode 221. It's Monday, May 14th, and today Dick Ollek asks, how are you adapting to change? You've heard the old saw, change is the only constant. Well, what are you doing about it? In this Tripodcast, Dick Ollek shares some thoughts, tips, and strategies for better ways to adapt to change. Let's listen in.
I want to talk today about how are we adapting to the changes that are occurring in this world. Business is changing so rapidly that sometimes it's hard to keep up, isn't it? In fact, I'm scared to buy a new phone because about the time I buy a new telephone, they've come out with another one, made my old one obsolete. But nevertheless, we have to adapt to the changes that are going on in today's world. You see, there are several things that are happening that we need to do. We need to be able to change rapidly. Nolan Ryan, the famed baseball player, said there ain't no off season anymore. And he was right. You know, good athletes, if you stop and think, if you listen to them, they're training. If they're in their off season, they're in the weight room. They're seeing psychologists or psychiatrists on how to get their mind ready for the upcoming season. And they're just, you know, it used to be like in the game of baseball. The guy showed up, had a little couple, 3 weeks, a month of spring training, and then they played, and then they went home. And now they go home and hire a trainer because they got to be ready. Of course, they're making a little more money today, but maybe that's one of the reasons they're making more money, because there isn't an off season. They're taking their occupation seriously, and they're really trying to excel at what it is they do. You see, change isn't going to wait on anybody. You know, we can't wait. We can't ignore the change that's happening in this world. We have to do what needs to be done. I have a whole series of things that we talk about in some of our DVDs on the changing world of training. You know, the days of just saying, here's how you clean a floor, and having everybody sit behind a desk and watch me clean this floor are over. You know, there's podcasts like this. There's MP3 players. There's all kinds of things now for training that we didn't have just a few years ago. And as we talk about different generations coming into the workplace, they particularly are interested in those things, those new electronic things that can teach them. You know, the old people like myself, you know, we're kind of used to the old ways, but the new generation isn't that way. So we have to adapt to the changes and listen to the people that are in our workforce, because I can tell you that they're probably not going to change to our ways. It's probably important that we change to theirs. You see, waiting for instructions from somebody, kind of those days are over. The boss probably can't help you because he's too busy draining the swamp. You know, he's got his own problems today. You know, he got up this morning and got to the office and had a whole set of his own problems or her own problems. And so you better take it upon yourself to learn about the industry that we're in. You know, you've heard me say in previous podcasts that if you'll spend 15 or 20 minutes a day at learning more about the industry that you're in, within 5 years you'll be the expert in the industry. It's sad, but few people do it. But just 15 or 20 minutes a day, that's all. And you can take Saturday and Sunday off. Just do it 5 days a week. 5 years, people will be coming to you and asking you the questions on what to do in your position. You see, you can't use yesterday's solutions to today's problems. And I'm saying that in this particular podcast to those of you who are doing training in your company. You can't train like you used to, because it doesn't work like it used to. People want excitement, they want enthusiasm, They want to learn they want to learn to do it themselves. They want to do it themselves. They want hands-on. They want color. They want humor. They want excitement. Lecturing, just lecturing doesn't get it anymore. You see, Zig Ziglar said many years ago, the best plan in the world won't work if you won't work. And I've always remembered that. The best plan in the world won't work if you won't work. I have a friend who will sit and drink coffee till noon, making plans for what she's going to do that day. Then when lunch comes, she eats lunch till about 2, and then she says, well, it's too late, we'll start tomorrow. She's got some of the nicest notebooks I've ever seen of things she's going to do, but she hasn't accomplished anything. So I want to close with a Charles Kettering quotation. In today's world, if you're always done it that way, it's probably wrong. Think about it. How are you adapting?
You've been listening to a Tripodcast, short video and audio presentation about important topics in our industry. If you're a current subscriber to the Tripodcast, thank you. We appreciate it. If you're not yet a subscriber, please check it out. It's free and it's easy. Come to www.tripodcast.com, enter your email address on the right-hand column, and click subscribe. We'll send you out a new Tripodcast every Monday morning.